And yet again, I'm going to just save because I keep expecting things to go wrong. I don't like not having a party. There's nobody tanking for me. There's nobody doing anything, really. What are you? Whatever. I'll take that. Why not? And... well, that's pretty nifty. I guess we're good to go. They're going to be super impressed with me. Standing on the frozen acid. I froze this acid.
You returned to us with the lightsaber in hand, as I knew you would.
The Force has served you well.
You took a great risk in acquiring the artifact. You used your mind and your power. No peaceful meditation, no pacifism. Sometimes you must fight in order to achieve. This gives you your passion. This makes you stronger. This is what makes you superior. That is the lesson we teach with that part of the final test. Do you understand?
Sure do. Are you saying a Jedi couldn't have gotten the lightsaber?
When a Jedi acts, it is with skill, true. But the Jedi teach you that your passions are counterproductive. That strength is only found in peace. Did you not feel a moment of excitement in the tomb? Did your passions not flow and make you feel stronger and more alive? What purpose would be served by restricting yourself from such? I would say only the purpose of the Jedi. Through this, they would control you and restrict your potential.
I wouldn't say I exerted myself getting this.
Perhaps not to someone of your natural strength. The point is in the recognition of the nature of the act, rather than its sheer difficulty.
I think I understand.
The last part of your test will now commence. Here, you will learn the lesson of competition. All life must compete in order to flourish. Such is the natural way of the universe. To stand still is to know death. One must always be moving forward. So it is the same amongst the Sith. Compete or die. Mercy is irrelevant. So it behooves you in this final test to strike down one you are familiar with, for no other reason than to prove you are superior and without mercy. Normally, this would be against another student. You, however, get a special treat. You will fight Euthura here, my own apprentice.
What? So this is what you had planned all along? You wish me killed?
Indeed. You have become too ambitious, Euthura. It is time for you to die, and someone more talented to take your place.
No. It is time for you to die, Master. My pupil stands with me.
Sadly, Euthura, it is you who are mistaken. Your pupil is more ambitious than you realize. Isn't that so, young one?
I'm going with her.
Do you hear that, my master? That is the sound of a new leader rising to replace you.
So the time has come, has it? You both wish to stand against a Sith Master and perish, do you? Then so be it.
So be it indeed. What do we want to do to start off with him? An adhesive grenade will probably do basically no good. I guess we'll poison him, and then we'll follow it up with an cryo. Let's do the cryo band. We'll double the here. Alright, let's get him. Let's get him. Oh man, he kind of sucks, doesn't he? I had this already worked up in my mind that this was going to be difficult, but...
And a new order is brought to the Academy. Excellent. Unfortunately for you, I don't intend to share power. It's time for you to die.
Typical. I knew this was coming.
Trouble defending yourself, for what it's worth.
Alright, you get the same treatment. I shall give... You're already poisoned, actually, so I'll just give you this. And you get a couple of these. Oh, my dude is like... Those monster things were way tougher than these Sith are.
Stop. I yield. You are too strong for me. Gather your hatred and strike me down if that is your will.
Go on, get out of here.
You are no Sith. A real Sith would have no hesitation in striking me down.
Well, go. Good point. Time to die. That's right. I am no Sith, and I am glad of it. I'm showing you mercy. Don't push it.
Mercy? You truly don't belong here, then. I hope you got whatever it was you came to the Academy for. I was right the first time back at the cantina, wasn't I? There is something strange about you. More so than I even suspected. Your path leads elsewhere to a destiny I can only guess at. Whatever it is does not involve joining the Sith. Not yet, at least. Go then. Go and leave here. I'll not stop you.
Well, I don't really see how you possibly could have, so... Just rummage through his stuff here. Oh, war suit, that's probably something. Alright, so I believe our business is pretty much done here on Korriban. And we can probably head back to the Ebonhawk and off to the mysterious unknown world that we don't really plan on going to, but we'll end up having to. But I still haven't decided. Like, if Bastila, when she offers to turn me to the dark side, I really don't know which way I'm going to go. I feel like I should stay light side, but for whatever reason, being on the light side is kind of bumming me out right now. But I don't know. I wish there was a warp back to ship option. It's just going to be a long and lonely walk back. At least Korriban's not that big. Doesn't take too long to get across it. But, yeah, we pretty much thoroughly defeated whatever we needed to do here. And, I don't remember how long the next part takes, but I feel like we're really in the home stretch here now, and probably won't be too much longer. My memory of the end part of this game is not nearly as good as the earlier parts. I played through the earlier parts like many, probably dozens of times. And the end, not as many, because I would abandon a character or whatever, so... I don't know, I've only even played through the dark side finish like a couple of times, but... I think we'll stick light side, for this at least. Maybe someday I'll play it again and do dark side. Alright. Sith Academy, and then I have to figure out which way goes back to my ship. And that fight could have been even easier if we had poisoned Uthar or whatever his name was, but he really was not a problem anyway. Which one of these goes to the ship? Probably that one? That's where I am. That's it. Okay, so I think we just go straight to get back to the ship, pretty much. We'll get back to the town, maybe, possibly. Kind of looked like it. I wish that it was like Star Wars The Old Republic and I could just leave the friggin' map up. Hey guys! Fancy meeting you here. It went well. Thanks for asking, Canderous. Get out of my way, Sith jerk. I don't know why I had to click on that door twice. It didn't want to open the first time. Whatever. That's how you want to play it, game. Not even gonna bother. Well, I probably should. I don't think anybody else is gonna give me any trouble on the way out of here, but just in case. Pretty sure we're just free to go. Alrighty. That actually like went quicker than I remember it going. I didn't do everything there is to do. I know I didn't poison him, and I think there's a couple side quests. Like there's one with a woman back there that I think you can do one of the other initiates or whatever, but we got enough done. Now, which one of these goes to the ship? I guess this, possibly, maybe? Yeah, I remember that desk guy. Oh, I'm gonna be happy to see the Ebonhawk again. For whatever reason, I never really enjoyed this part too much. Alright, Ebonhawk. Where's the door? Why are we parked sideways? What the heck? Park facing the right way, jerks. What a bunch of losers. I didn't even go all the way up the ramp, but apparently went far enough that that counts. Before we do too much else, let's just take a look, see what the new crystals were that I picked up. And I don't want to change that necessarily. So this is the one I have in here now. That only gives a slight upgrade. Damage bonus. Keen. Crystal mine from the mountains of something. Alright, this is one of the newer ones. We definitely want to probably... Oh man, alignment group. Oh, okay. We'll do that. And Dragon Pearl. We'll leave the Dragon Pearl in there. Let's take a look at this one. So it has kind of crappy crystals. Call that good, whatever. And yeah, I'm relatively happy, whatever. Let's go to the bridge and get the heck out of here. Now, I know there's side missions I haven't done with the crew, but At this point, it doesn't really make much sense. I guess I can try talking to one of them and see if we can get any of this going. We're done with Zalbar's. I don't think we've done Juhani's or Candaris's.
Yeah, what do you want? We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once you had taken charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. You were a genius on the field. You are held in very high regard among my people. You abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others could be too fortified to strike. You made sacrifices in order to advance your goals. Such strategies had never been enough to best us before. In the end, you proved too much for us.
Ah, shucks. If I had not stopped you, someone would have... But what about the Sith?
The Sith had gone, retreated into their empire. They sealed themselves off from the rest of the galaxy. We thought it would be centuries before they'd come back. It's amazing that they could rebuild their fleet so fast. But at the time, it looked like the galaxy was in our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
What happened in the battle?
It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, you, that the Republic prevailed. Your strategies and tactics defeated the best we could send against you. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of your attacks, the tenacity of your defenses, and the subtleties of your plans. You fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Why didn't you retreat?
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And you won. I hold no grudge against you, nor do any of my people. It was the greatest of honors to fight against you, even in defeat. It is even more of an honor to fight beside you now. Had you been born of the Mandalorian clans, surely nothing in this galaxy would have been able to stop us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there
Probably
something
not.
else
I don't
you
know how
want
much
to
more
know?
we're going to talk. Whatever.
Your choice.
Yeah, I doubt we'll talk too much more. And HK, I don't really have too much more to say to you. Probably talk to Juhani. I'm just seeing if any of these little side quests will trigger before we go anywhere. Is something wrong?
I have been bothered by something of late.
What is
I
it?
never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside. Trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine.
You mean?
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastila.
Hey, leave Bastila
Taris,
out of this.
my homeworld.
I didn't know.
If it were not for you and Bastila, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastila. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood.
But...
Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hate
Maybe the
that
Sith?
world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
Oh, sorry.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
Pretty sure I do, but whatever, it'll be alright.
Yes. Yes, I suppose it will. As long as we remain focused on our task, it will. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
I like how everybody's just like, we should stop for now.
Yes.
Do you have anything else constructive to say?
I was